Long live Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues, right? That was Nip's movement, which he started out way back in 2010 in the form of a mixtape, and it elevated and moved in a lot of different ways. And it seems, I think this is good news that it's going to continue to push on as we're approaching 6 years since Nip's passing. Since Nip passed away, we saw a lot of different people pop out, and they were pushing different lines and saying they were doing it on behalf of Nip, right? And then we saw that interview. What was that? Was it a full year ago or so where Black Sam stepped out the cut and did an interview, right? Because Black Sam has always kind of seemed to be a dude, as far as to the mainstream and stuff like that, who just kind of stays in the cut. You know what I'm saying? And that interview was just crazy, explosive. It really made a situation that a lot of people deem to be very complex and convoluted, and kind of simplified in a way, in my opinion. You know what I mean? There's been so many theories and allegations of foul play and stuff like that. And personally, like, if Black Sam's behind it, I feel the best about it as far as something being on behalf of Nipsey Hussle. Tap in and let me know if y'all feel that way as well. You know what I mean? As there is the Neighborhood Nip Foundation, which is said to be ran by the estate of Nipsey Hussle, right? And I believe Black Sam is a big part of that, because back when a Nipsey Hussle verse was taken off of the Game's Drillmatic album a few years ago, Black Sam was the one that made that call, which would mean that he's in charge of the estate. You know what I'm saying? Tap in and let me know if you're agreeing with the way I'm laying it out right now. So what we're getting at, that the Neighborhood Nip Foundation is pushing right now on, March 31st will be the 6-year passing, right? As his life was taken away in front of his Marathon clothing store. And, this big announcement is set to honor his legacy with the grand opening of Marathon Burger on Melrose in LA. The official grand opening of Marathon Burger is slated for March 1st. So March 1st is when the ceremony and the grand opening will happen. The 31st is the date of his passing, the 6-year anniversary. And there's going to be a ribbon cutting ceremony scheduled for noon. For the first 100 customers will eat for free. And then this is a quote: "The Marathon team is excited to expand the brand into a restaurant industry here in LA." The Marathon brand team said in a statement when Nipsey birthed the Marathon brand, launching it with the Marathon mixtape in 2010, the goal was always to enterprise into a full lifestyle brand, music, fashion, food / hospitality and entertainment. This is another step towards reaching Hussle's vision. And, so what do you think about that? Like, Nip was with the store and a lot of different things I heard about him speak about in interviews, right? And Hussle being a part of his name, and, a lot of individuals who've seen him around prior to him even getting on in the rap game was saying he was always hustling, whether it was selling socks or, t-shirts or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The wife beaters. He was out there pushing that line, just always trying to hustle and move forward, and got into rapping and tried to push this vision. And I just seen a lot of things about him speaking about Fluck getting a store on the block, and learning about loans and just different things, fixing your credit, and being an all-around entrepreneur. So I think this is pretty cool. A restaurant chain opening officially under the estate, which, like I said, I feel better about that personally, because, his brother's involved, and I don't know, I'm thinking this is lit. Let me know what you think about this whole announcement right here. And then in other news, this is crazy, man. Young Thug, as we know, is on this probation, backloaded probation originally. Again, I still don't know why this man copped out and took that plea when Yak Gotti and the Shannon Stillwell dude took it to trial. Took it to the jury. Like, Thugger went all that way just to cop a plea. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Brian Steele. I'm just playing. He was a good attorney, but I've been pushing that. ASAP Rocky's attorney, Joe Tacopina, or however you say the man's name, needs to get some shine and everything like that, because he fought hard for Rocky and exposed Relly as the ultimate lying, jealous. I'm mad because you made it bigger than I could, but we had the same opportunity. We were both attached to the ASAP mob, which had a lot of good momentum behind it, but I didn't hustle the way you did and didn't level up the way you did. So I'm mad at you, but then I'm going to press charges and get on the stand and say you got big headed and all this ish. Like, it was just the ultimate sucker move, if you ask me, in my opinion, man. But getting back to Thugger, I'm just saying, I wish he would have took it to the jury, just like Rocky did. Different situations, obviously. That was a state RICO, but they were both looking at a lot of time. Let me know what you think about Brian Steele, Joe Tacopino, those cases and everything. But back to Thugger, with the circumstances of his probation, it seemed like a lot of analysts were speaking out, that know the law and everything. That's what they specialize in. And they were saying, this could be a real slick, easy way for them to violate Thugger. But it seems it's going to be super light, like they're not on his bumper like crazy like that. It's just a way, I guess, for them to get the case over and done with. And there's also rumored reports that if he is doing okay after 3 years, they can have like the probation basically set to inactive, or if he just don't get in trouble for so long, like he's good to go, man. But that's not the only battle and issue that Young Thug has been having, as we're finding out as he sets out on his first set of concert dates overseas since he touched down, right? We know he's supposed to stay out of Metro Atlanta, but this is bonkers, man, because peep this, as he's set to return to the stage for the first time since securing his release through a plea deal, headlining Belgium's Les Ardentes Festival on July 5th. The performance marks his first, I already told y'all that, but peep it. He's in this legal battle with this company, AEQ. It's a entertainment company. And it says that it's adding a layer of uncertainty to his post about this festival. And basically, I guess they could be trying to, through court, shut him down from even doing these tour dates, because they're saying Thugger defaulted on some loans. And, because he did that, they can become in charge, that they're saying they actually own his publishing. And behind publishing, I guess they're saying they could stop him from performing as well. Check it out. It says AEQ contends that Thug entered a 2017 agreement granting him a $5.25 million loan, which he failed to repay. As a result, they assert ownership of his publishing rights transferred to the company. Additionally, they claim his loan default gave them control over promoting his live performances. Now, I don't know the specifics of this. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Let me know if you heard of this before. But they have a $6 million lawsuit. You see it cast doubt on Young Thug's tour. AEQ sued Young Thug in 2022 while he was incarcerated, demanding nearly 6 M's for breaching their contract. The company alleged that despite holding exclusive concert rights, he secretly booked shows ranking in 6-figure fees. Quote, despite having granted AEG, I said AEQ, AEG the exclusive rights to promote Mr. Williams' concert performances under the terms of the 2017 artist agreement, YSL and Mr. Williams immediately failed and refused to honor their respective obligations under the 2017 artist agreement by, among other things, disregarding AEG's rights, performing concerts without AEG's involvement, and retaining all proceeds generated therefrom, the company's attorney Kathleen Jory stated. So I don't know, man. Why would he sign an agreement like that, a $5.25 million loan? And hey, if I default and don't pay this, you own my publishing. You own the right to promote me as an artist. Basically, you own the whole Young Thug trademark. I'm not saying that's what it says, but if he can't tour off the name, if he can't secure business deals, they're saying that comes to them. It's like crazy, you know what I mean? But I'm guessing it would probably only go until the point of paying back the loan, so I guess that's what they're trying to do. But it's just wow, like, why would Thugger do that? Was he hurting for the bread? Did he think that he could just pull a fast one on him? Or are they flat out lying? I don't know. Thug is yet to address the lawsuit, leaving uncertainty around his future tour dates. And it says, meanwhile, he remains locked in a legal fight with the government over assets taken during raids on his home. So not only is he dealing with this crazy ass probation, this AEG lawsuit where they're talking about, yo, we own your brand until you could pay us back from these raids. He's trying to get assets taken back. You know what I mean? And it sounds like they're not trying to give him it back if it's being referenced as a legal battle, right? Most notably, a stash of cash, high-end jewelry, and several luxury vehicles. Court records detail the vehicles confiscated in the raids, including a Porsche 911, Benz GLS Maybach, Chevy Corvette, Dodge Durango, and a Can-Am Spider, all spanning models from 2015 to 2022, man. So Thug free, right? Thug is doing well with this probation, but he still got a couple axe to grind battles that he's got to fight out, man, so he can get back to pushing his line. You know what I mean? Like, tap in and let me know your thoughts about all this. Nipsey Hussle, the marathon continuing, the estate neighborhood Nip Foundation being behind this big restaurant news. I guess just one is going to open in for now, and maybe we'll see more pop up if it's successful. A lot of restaurants go under, you know what I mean? Can a Nipsey Hussle restaurant thrive on the West Coast at this point in time on a major level and become a chain? What do you think about it all? And, like I was saying, a lot of people pushing lines and claiming that they were doing it for Nipsey Hussle, but it seems at the end of the day, Black Sam don't fluck with a lot of them. It really makes you think. It's crazy, man. R.I.P. 6 years we're coming up on since his passing, and Thugger fighting it out. Aside from his freedom, wanting his brand and his assets back. And those two lawyers, Brian Steele and Thugger's lawyer, and Joe Tacopina, the lawyer of ASAP Rocky. Let's talk about it all. Subscribe, hit the comments, and I'm up out of here, y'all. It's coffee, and I'm gone.